Hi guys, hope that you're all doing well. Today's lesson is about grade 9 exponents. Now before you start with this playlist, I'd recommend that you check out the grade 8 exponents videos, as when you watch those lessons and practice the activities that I'll give you, it'll prepare you for the grade 9 content. So please go and watch the grade 8 exponents work from part 3 to 9. I'll make sure that the link to the playlist is featured in the description. So please go and watch those videos. When you're done, I'm hoping that you'll get back to this video. Okay, so let's say that you've watched that video. Let's recap. When you have, let's say, 2 to the power 3 or 2 cubed, you know that this 2 is your base and that 3 is your exponent. Right? The 2 is your base and the 3 is your exponent. So when I'm teaching you guys and I say that you write the base as it is, you should know that this is your base. And when I talk about the exponent or an exponent, you should know that that is your exponent. So we also have exponential form and expanded form. For example, if you have, let's say, 2 times 2 times 2, this is in expanded form. If you want to write it in exponential form, you start with your base. You have 2, 2, and 2. So you have to write down that 2. How many 2's do you have? You have 1, 2, 3. You have 3 2's. So you have to say 2 to the power 3 or 2 cubed. This is in exponential form. This is expanded form. And that is exponential form. And if these two ever exponential, yes, and if these two ever confuse you, just remember that exponential form has an exponent. So if it doesn't have an exponent, it's expanded form. Please make sure that you remember this. Now let's recap the first law of exponent. I believe that you guys know this as you've watched the grade 8 work. The first law of exponent states that to multiply 2 or more powers with the same basis, you have to add their exponents. For example, if you have, let's say, a to the power 2 times a to the power 3. Do you have the same base? You have a and a. Yes. So you have to write down that base. Then add the exponents. You have 2 and 3. 2 plus 3, which is a to the power 2 plus 3 is 5. That is the first law. To multiply 2 or more bases with the, to multiply 2 or more powers with the same basis, add their exponents. Now let's do a few examples. Let's try the first example. We have 5 to the power 4 times 5 to the power 4. Do you have the same base? Let's check. We have 5 and 5. Yes. What do we do to the exponents? We add them if the bases are multiplied. So you have to check whether you have the same base, then check your sign whether it's a multiplication sign or not. So you write down our base, which is 5. Let's add our exponents. We'll say 4 plus 4, which is 5 to the power 8. Let's move to the second example. Let's try 3 to the power 5 times 3 cubed times 3 squared. How do we solve this again? We first check whether we have the same base or the same bases. We have 3, 3, and 3. Do you have the same base? Yes. So you write down that base. We have 3. Are the bases multiplied? We have times and times. The bases are multiplied. So you have to add the exponents. We'll say 5 plus 3 plus 2, which is, we write down our base, which is 3. 5 plus 3 plus 2 is 10. Now let's move to C. Let's try 12 cubed times 12 times 12 to the power 6. How do we solve this again? You have to check whether we have the same base. We have 12, 12, and 12. Yes. Are the bases multiplied? We have a multiplication sign here and there. So the law applies. We write down our base, which is 12. We then add our exponents. You have 12 to the power 3, which is 3 times, you have 12. You've watched the grade 8 videos, so you know that this is basically 12 to the power 1. There's an invisible 1. So this will be 3 plus 1 plus, we're left with 6, which is 12 to the power 3 plus 1 plus 6 is 10. Now let's try D. Let's do 10 to the power 7 times 10 to the power 12 times 10 to the power 5. How do we solve this? We have to check whether we have the same base. We have 10, 10, and 10. The bases are multiplied. What do we do to the exponents? We add them. So we write down our base as it is. We have 10. Let's add our exponents. We have 7 plus 12 plus 5, which is 10 to the power 7 plus 12 plus 5 is 24. And that is how we deal with bases that are multiplied. Now let's try another set of questions.
This video was brought to you by Spotify. Whether you love discovering new music, listening to podcasts, or creating the perfect playlist, Spotify has something for everyone. With the free version, you can enjoy millions of songs anytime, anywhere. Want the ultimate experience? Upgrade to Spotify Premium to enjoy ad-free listening, offline downloads, unlimited skips, and even better sound quality. No interruptions, just non-stop music and entertainment wherever you go. Download Spotify today and start listening to music your way.
Let's try negative 2 to the power 4 times negative 2 to the power 3. We have to check whether we have the same base, and we also have to check whether the bases are multiplied. We have negative 2 and negative 2. We do have the same base. And the base is multiplied? Yes, you have multiplication sign there. So we write down our base as it is. We have negative 2. We add our exponents. We have 4 and 3. This is 4 plus 3, which is negative 2. 4 plus 3 is 7. So this still applies when you have negative bases. Let's try B. Let's do x to the power 5 times x to the power 3 times x to the power 7. How do we solve this? We have to check whether we have the same base. In this case, you have x, x, and x. The x's are multiplied, so the law applies. You write down your base, which is x. Now let's add the exponents. You have 5, 3, and 7, which is 5 plus 3 plus 7, which is x to the power 15. Now let's try C. We have negative b to the power 4 times, let's say, negative b squared times negative b. Let's try to solve this. We have to check whether we have the same base. We have negative b, and negative b. We do have the same base. Are the bases multiplied? We have a times here and a times there. Yes, so we write down our base, which is negative b. For our exponents, we have 4, 2. This is basically negative b to the power 1. You know this because it's grade 8 work that I did in the previous playlist. So you have to say 4 plus 2 plus 1, which is negative b. 4 plus 2 plus 1 is 7. Let's try 3x to the power 4 times 6x. In this case, we have coefficients and multiple variables. So how do we solve this? When you have such a problem, the first thing that you should do is to multiply the bases and then add the exponents of the matching variables. So we'll start with 3 times 6. You can just write this on the side. 3 times 6, you may also show this in your notes. 3 times 6 is 18. So you write down our 18 here. 18. Let's move to our variables. You have x to the power 4 and x, which is basically x to the power 1. We can write this on the side as well so that it's less confusing. We'll say x to the power 4 times x, which is x to the power 1. Do you have the same base? Yes. Are the bases multiplied? Yes. So we write down our base as it is, x. We have 4. Same bases that are multiplied, you add the exponent. So this is 4 plus 1, which is x to the power 5. So this should be 18 x to the power 4 plus 1, which is 18x. 4 plus 1 is 5. You can also show this as, write down our coefficients in the steps. We'll say 3 times 6. Let's move to our variables, times x to the power 4 plus 1. I hope that this makes sense to you guys. 3 times 6 is 18. We're done with this part. Now let's move to our variable. We have x, 4 plus 1 is 5. So whether you write it like this or that, it honestly doesn't matter as long as your final answer is correct. Now let's move to B. B, let's try 7b to the power 3 times negative 3b to the power 5. How do you solve this again? We multiply the bases and then add the exponents of the matching variables. So we'll start with 7 times negative 3. We can write this on the side so that it's less confusing. 7 times negative 3. 7 times negative 3 is negative 21. So we can write this here as negative 21. Now let's move to our variables. We are done with the values of the coefficients. We have b and b. We have the same base and they're multiplied. So we write down our b cubed times b to the power 5 on the side. We have b and b. So we write down our base, then add the exponents, which is 3 plus 5. Your final answer for the variable will be b. 3 plus 5 is 8. So you have to write down your b. Let's say 3 plus 5. You may also show this here. 3 plus 5, which is negative 21, b to the power 8. Now let's move to C. Let's try x cubed y to the power 4 times x squared y to the power 5. So how do we solve this? In this case, we don't have any coefficients. Well, we do have it. We do have coefficients. You know that it's 1. However, you don't really need to multiply 1 times 1. So you can just move to adding the exponents of the matching variables. Let's look at our matching variables. We have x and x. We have y and y. So we can start with x. X, you have x and x, same bases that are multiplied. This is basically x cubed, times x squared. How do we solve this? We write down our base, which is x, 3 plus 2, which is x to the power 5. So we write down our x here, add the exponents, 3 plus 2. Now let's move to the y. We have y to the power 4 times y to the power 5. You can write this on the side as y to the power 4 times y to the power 5, so that it's less confusing. Do you have the same base? Yes, y and y. So this will be y. You have 4 and 5. So 4 plus 5, which is y to the power 9. So you write down our y here, 4 and 5. Write this as 4 plus 5, which is x. 2 plus 3 is 5. Y, 4 plus 5 is 9. So your final answer is x to the power 5, y to the power 9. For the last example under this lesson, let's try 3m squared n times 2m to the power 4 n cubed times 5mn squared. How do we solve this? We can start by multiplying the coefficients or the values. We have 3 times 2 times 5. We can just write this on the side. This is 3 times 2 times 5. 3 times 2 times 5 is 30. So we may write down our 30 here. It'll be 30. Now let's move to the exponents. Remember that we add the exponents of the matching variables. What do we have? We have m, n, m, n, m, n. How many m's do we have? We have 1, 2, 3. So we can start with the m's. Notes on the side will say m squared times, we have m to the power 4 times m. It's just m, which is basically m to the power 1. Do we have the same base? We have m, m, and m. Yes. So we write down our base. What's left? We have to add our exponents. 2 plus 4 plus 1. 2 plus 4 plus 1 is our exponent, which is m to the power 7. So we show this here. We'll say m 2 plus 4 plus 1. 2 plus 4 plus 1. Now let's move to n. In terms of n, we have n times n cubed times n squared. Do you have the same base? You have n, n, and n. Yes, so we write down our base. This is basically n to the power 1. So we'll say 1 plus 3 plus 2, which is n to the power 6. So we'll show this here. We'll say n to the power 1 plus 3 plus 2. So doing it here and there will help you avoid making any mistakes. If it doesn't match, please check. You can really get good marks in exponents. It'll definitely be in your exams, so I'd recommend that you fully master this topic, as you'll get really easy marks here. Now make sure that my tutorials are very easy to understand. If you have any questions, you can just leave a comment. Okay, so we have 30 m. Let's add our exponents. 2 plus 4 plus 1 is 7. N, 1 plus 3 plus 2 is 6. So our final answer is 30m to the power 7 n to the power 6. And this is the first law of exponents. What does the law state again? When you have the same, or to multiply two or more powers with the same basis, add their exponents. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. I really hope that this lesson was helpful. I'll see you guys in the next video where we do the second law.